What's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So, and for let's get on to the actual video for today. Today we'll be checking out a new video that was recently uploaded it's a new FNaF collab, but it came out pretty recently, like a day ago. And somebody wanted me to go ahead and check it out. They upload on the actual Discord itself here, so I was like, yeah, sure, of course I'll check it out. So, everybody, please go check out every part of that stuff. Y'all work really hard, deserve support, and just put so much time and effort into this. So, like I said, please go check them out. Aside though, here are the people who are part of the actual stuff here right here. So is it also another link right here. Well, also just another example. Whoa. Yeah, here are the people involved with the actual stuff here. Go check them out. Like I said, link down below. Please go check it out. Without every though, let's get out to it. Number distractions. I'm losing brain cells already. Let's get out to it. All the better. I'm excited to see how this goes. Okay. Okay. A little bit of an awkward start there, but that's all good. Damn. Okay, already.
One, two souls had such grand goals, innocent, so impotent, no hands in control. Dear friends, always side by side, with dreams of being glorified as iron sides. New, in need of something new, designing a great breakthrough. Finally, faith construed in you.
The minor just the light, so could have made those parts of
quite as fun. We'll rise above everyone when every deed is done, begun.
Okay. I'm liking this kind of like the chest I think they got going on here.
Sinister again draws nearer, typical of the ones in fear. Morality will burn and wither. Tragedy is drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter. Tragedy is drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter. Tragedy is drawn to the bitter.
Okay.
Not a simple dream at all, left and right a sacrifice, tethered by resolve. Guiltless passion like time spellbound, Fredbear's diner, children's playground. Last, finally thriving at last, odds surely unsurpassed. We endured the trials and passed, steadfast. Strive, at last after all our strife. The loss of a precious life, a part of me died inside that night.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Even if that did look a little bit behind its strength and so that stuff, pretty cool. Okay, interesting style right here. I love this. It's so cool. Oh, look so hard too.
Morality will burn and wither. Tragedy is drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter. Tragedy is drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter, drawn to the bitter. Tragedy is drawn to the bitter. Sinister, now the end is here.
Okay.
Critical, innocent dies here. Justice fails and shakes and shivers. Tragedy
Damn.
is drawn to the bitter.
Is that the Peter Griffin pose? I see. Don't mind the expansion. Okay, so now, and for let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts on actual stuff. You're starting off with the main three factors here. Let me just go ahead and get into it. Now, of course, starting off with the actual bit of stuff here, I love the song. It is great. Just sounds so good, so done, and overall really well put together. I love the video stuff here. It is incredible and just so nice and just flows so well. I love it. But aside from the video stuff here, let's go on to the actual vocal themselves here. Let's get very briefly into those as well. So let's get down to it. Now, of course, for the actual vocals themselves here, I like the song. It's really good. There's a few moments here that I do not. No, there's a few moments here that I really don't like too much. Mostly because it's like certain things kind of just they kind of interrupted each other a little bit too much here. And of course, it just kind of have a little bit of a. It has its own little bumps and it kind of stumbles here with the actual vocals themselves here. It's not bad. It's not a bad song. Like I said, overall, just there's a few times here where I'm just like, okay, that could have been maybe done a bit better. But aside from the overall, like I said, vocals themselves here, immaculate. I love them so much. They're really well structured and they're really well structured. They're really well done, really well performed, and overall so sick. And I love them so much. It is immaculate from start to finish here. I love it so much. Anyways, it's the lyrics themselves here that I was saying has like a little bit has a little bit of those bumps and stutters here, which I think overall could have been a little bit improved if certain things were kind of just I guess timed better and of course just a little bit maybe more paced in a different manner here. And of course some things maybe got swapped out like certain like phrases and all that to kind of help with the smoothness and the flow of the actual just lyrics themselves here. Like I said like I said, lyrics vocals themselves are still really well done. I love it so much. It is an incredible song. It just goes so hard here and I love it. But of course, like I said, there's a few things that they could have done a little bit better for this song stuff here. Anyways, moving on to the actual vocal work of the successors, let's get on to the actual animation and stuff here. Let's get into it. Now, of course, I detected, at least maybe like around three major issues here. Number one, lighting itself here is a little inconsistent. There's a few, that had really good lighting, and there's a few that, there's a lot that didn't have, almost any lighting to like minimum lighting at at a certain point there. Overall, though, like I said, it wasn't bad. I just feel like they could have tweaked that lighting and stuff. It kind of just helped to create a more cinematic experience. But like I said, overall, these are all completely new animators. Like I said, well, completely new, maybe more inexperienced animators themselves. So they're still finding their flow. They're still finding their mojo. They're still perfecting their craft. And overall, like I said, they deserve props. So like I said, they worked really hard in this and deserve support. So please go check them out. But like I said, just overall, the only one of the main issues here, like I said, lighting itself here, kind of just how certain things or how the lighting itself is kind of just framed to make certain certain segments look a little silly. Other segments look a little too dark, and some look a little bit too bright there when they really shouldn't be too bright as well here. Like I said, overall, like I said, it's not that much of a problem. It's just a little frequent with all the animators and stuff that they included here. A lot of them wouldn't just got the maybe a little bit of some wonky lighting. Others have lighting that's kind of a little bit minimalistic and kind of just has almost the entire place a little too dark here. And of course, aside from that, a little bit of those, like I said, just like I said, they could use a few tweaks here and there. But like I said, not bad. But overall, another thing that I did notice here is the second aspect. The second thing I was going to talk about, the actual just animation frames themselves here. A little bit of it is kind of, it's missing a little something. It's missing that smoothness, that kind of just buttery slickness that could have been perfected here. And there's certain chunks that look a little bit too wide. They're just like where they look like the person was they were onto something, but they looked a little bit just like it looked a little bit something like that instead of maybe more like a little bit more smooth, like just like it's just like hold on. What's a good way to demonstrate this? I guess just kind of like moving your hand up and down like this. It's very smooth, very slick. Instead of being like a little fast, aside from such as overall, I do feel like they could continue to perfect their craft here and just maybe like I said, perfect that smoothness, perfect that butteriness, perfect that just kind of that flow itself there. And I do have potential here. I'm not going. There's a lot of segments and stuff that's like, oh, they're like, I thought they were really cool, but I feel like just a little push or two, and they would have gone in perfect. Like I said, just something I noticed there. Aside from the such as overall rapid movements, kind of just and like sudden like twists and turns of the models themselves. Here's another problem that I've noticed as well here. Like I said, that's the third problem itself here. So I said, first of all, lighting itself here a little bit underused for certain segments, a little bit overused for other segments themselves here, and of course animation just no smoothness is here. It was lacking in certain departments. It kind of just kind of just had this more twisty, kind of chunky nature to it. And then lastly, the third set that I was talking about, the actresses models themselves getting getting like their necks snapped, or just like these, not like these rapid movements, but more like these like big old chunks of movement where it's just like that, like things like that, instead of maybe going more smoothly, like moving and articulating these shoulders and all of those kinds of things here to kind of just make those movements a little bit smoother there. But aside from those just main three aspects that I noticed was a little lacking for certain segments of the actual animation stuff here. Aside from it though, everything else was pretty good, pretty solid. I liked it. The actual visual effects and all of those overall pretty solid. I liked them. There were a lot of aspects there that were really, really cool and overall very, very, very well done. Like I said, it was just those main three, flaws that I was seeing very consistently throughout the entire stuff here. But aside from that, just overall, there's still plenty of time to perfect the craft. There's still plenty of time to get better, to learn from the mistakes, and then of course make sure that you don't make them again. Like I said, it's a lot of time. I'm really excited to see how these animators continue to improve and perfect their craft. But aside from that, let's get into the actual deep dive stuff here. Now, before I get to the deep dive, please go check out the actual original stuff here. Link down below. Go check it out yourself here. Go show them your support. Like I said, they worked really hard on this and deserve support. Like I said, so please, please, please go check them out. And like I said, give them some nice comments. Tell them how you think they could have improved a little bit more. And of course, like I said, just leave your thoughts and opinions on this stuff here on the video. Aside from that, also go ahead and hit the like button right here and consider subscribing, as it just helps me out a lot in terms of the channel stuff and just kind of the channel growth stuff here. Like I said, I just really, if you want to go ahead and leave a like here, I would really appreciate that. Kind of just helps me to detail what you guys, enjoy more, and what to feature on the channel stuff here a little bit more. Then, of course, like I said, if you, enjoy the video stuff here and want to consider joining the community, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But aside from that, notification bell. If you want to get notified for any future videos from the channel stuff here, please go ahead and hit the bell icon. That's kind of what it's there for. And like I said, just kind of what it's all about. And then, of course, other thing here, comment down below your guys' thoughts on the extra stuff here. And of course, like I said, give your props to them. They all work really hard, put so much time, effort, blood, tears, sweat into this. Like I said, please, please, please go check them out. Like I said, and just show your support. Aside from that, just overall, comment down below you guys' thoughts and opinions on that stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all, and you never want to see anything like this again. Like I said, leave it down in the comments below. But aside though, one last thing, the share button. If you want to go ahead and consider doing that, I really, really, really deeply appreciate that, as it just kind of helps out in terms of spreading awareness for the channel stuff here, kind of just spreading the name out there. And like I said, it kind of just helps me a lot in terms of kind of just maybe just kind of attracting other people. But aside from that, let's get on to actual deep dive stuff here. No more yapping, let's get on to it. Now though, going on to actual deep dive stuff here, what I kind of get into here, I kind of get more into the actual just nitty gritty of the actual stuff here. Get more into the details, get more into what I liked, what I didn't like, and overall, just like I said, my favorite aspects here. So after do, we're gonna follow the same structure of the beat itself. There's the vocals, there's some stuff here. Let's get down to it. Now, of course, like I said, for the beat itself here, it's not bad. I love the beat itself. It's immaculate. Listen to this. I love the beginning to be a little bit more dramatic here, then almost it. It's getting a little more complicated here. Wait for the sudden drop here. He loves it. There's the drop right there. Oh my, I love that. Like I said, just the attitude of stuff is so well done, so cool, and like I said, so nice. I loved it. Like I said, the drop, immaculate. The actual just kind of like little jingle like tone the before, immaculate. And then of course, when we get into the actual just main song itself here, like I said, it has this more like what's the word for it? Maybe more techno kind of vibe here. Like listen to this.
In control. Dear friends, always side by side with dreams of being glorified as Ironsides new.
Like a main thing that I noticed for the actual beat up here it has kind of like buzzing to it, like what happens when you're like tapping like an aux cord that's connected to something, but like not to like a phone, maybe it's just like connected to the radio or something like that. It just has that little buzz number, it's just like bzz, 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 like that kind of thing there. I like that. I liked it a lot. But overall though, like I said, that's what it reminded me of. such as the actual video itself is overall really well done. Like listen to like this chorus itself here.
In need of something new, designing a great breakthrough. Finally, if it construed in you, fun, none others quite as fun. Will rise above everyone when every deed is done.
And this, I want to talk about this segment right here in particular, but I'll get that, like I said, in a minute or two. But like I said, overall, beat itself here, really well done. I love it. It's great and just so well done. Like I said, it gives me so many kind of different vibes going on here. There's some moments that are more intense and that are more calmer, and some that have just like sort of like a techno vibe, and others that kind of just remove that techno vibe, maybe make the video a little bit more dramatic. But there's so many twists and turns to the actual stuff that I overall very much enjoyed it. Like I said, it has different different tones for like different kind of things that happen for the actual stuff here. I very much enjoyed it. It's sick, it's buttery, it's smooth. It transitions to those tones or different segments immaculately well, and just overall, it's really cool, and I like it a lot. But aside from the video stuff here, let's get on to the actual vocal lyrics themselves here. Now, of course, for the vocals themselves here, yeah, listen, overall, they're really well done. Like, listen to this, beginning segment right here. It's great. I love it. Look.
Once whose souls had such grand goals, innocent, so impotent, no hands in control. Dear friends, always side by side, with dreams of being glorified as Ironside.
I love the vocals themselves here. They're so well done, so smooth, so buttery, so slick, so delectable, and I love them so much. Like I said, they're really incredible, have so much passion, heart, and just so much emotion to them. I love it. And then of course, it has this like sort of like serious side to it, which I very much enjoyed as well here. And like I said, just the performance itself here was entirely gassed, and I loved it so much. It was great. But like I said, there is certain flaws to it though. In terms of one thing that I did not enjoy is like right around here, like when every deed is done, there's a few segments that kind of happen like this. Was like when the deed is done, begun. Like it's just there's certain things where they kind of just force words to like help transition from one kind of verse to the next, which overall. I didn't like it that much. Like I said, it kind of just creates like a little speed bump here that kind of just doesn't like so much as destroy like my immersion, but kind of just adds like a little bit of a little push, or like I gotta push to like a specific segment right here in order to continue on to the actual just video itself here, which is also a little bit of a shame. I like the actual song stuff here. It's great. It's really cool and I like it a lot. But with this like little minor speed bump here, it just kind of throws me off a little bit. It's a little strange, but overall, like I said, I don't really mind it. I try not to let it bother me. But overall, like I said, just overall, I can see how some other people will probably be like, "Hey, I don't like this at all. This is really, really bad." And overall, like I said, just kind of it interrupts the flow itself here. But aside from, like I said, just overall, the actual just lyrics themselves here are excellently structured, give an amazing foundation for the entire video stuff here, and are overall very cool. I don't like them a lot. But aside from that, I also love the immense amount of lore to the actual just lyrics themselves here. It's very sick, very nice, very cool, and overall so cool. It's really nice. Like with the actual mentions of Fredbear's Family Diner and all of those kinds of little minor details themselves here. It's a FNaF song. Like it's great. It's so cool. Follows the lore a little bit, has like little things that you only know if you know more about FNaF and the lore itself here. And overall, like I said, it's really cool. It's really cool, and I love it so much. Anyways, aside from the vocal work and lyrics themselves here, like I said, they're both immaculate. The actual just structures that the lyrics themselves here give to this video or the actual just song itself here is really great. And overall, while it does have a speed bumps itself here, it's still mostly a smooth journey, and I like it a lot. Then the actual foundation, the actual lyrics themselves they provide for the entire video stuff here are really good. I love them a lot as well here. They're really cool and super solid. Anyways, moving on to the actual visuals themselves, like I said, let's get on to those because I don't want to be here yapping for too long for a 4-minute video. Let's get on to it. Now, like I said, there's a few segments here that I feel like could use maybe a little bit of better lighting here. Just segments like this where it's just a little too bright, a little bit too plainish for the actual animation itself here. Like I said, I'd like that they kind of add this like little purple coloring to the walls themselves here. Add a little bit more serious lighting onto the actual model itself here. But it just has a little bit of like a weirdness to it. It has like a little bit of a what's the word for it? I'm trying to find a word. Maybe more raw, rawness to the actual animation itself here. That overall, I do feel like it could have been done a little better. Like segments like this look really cool, and I love it. Like just a little lighting itself from the background here is immaculate, and just looks so cool. It adds such a a little detail of like well, that's just like lighting, it's shading, everything looks great. Like you can tell like that something's happening outside right here of this store, and that bro is kind of distracted. Like I said though, I love the lighting and stuff here for certain segments, and then for certain segments it just looks a little too bright. Like for this one right here, I'm not gonna lie, it's just a little bright here. It's just kind of, it's a little blinding. Like hold on, look at this. Like it just looks a little too bright here, and it just looks a little odd here. Aside from that though, aside from just like lighting itself being a little bit inconsistent for certain animations and stuff here, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. But I just do feel like a very important part of animation and stuff here is to get the lighting itself right. Like there's very cool things you can do with just the lighting itself here in terms of animating certain segments and kind of just getting them right. But overall, like I said, it's just certain segments don't have that same amount of lighting, which is also a little bit of a disappointment. And I do kind of wish more segments kind of took a little bit of time to perfect the lighting itself for the videos. But aside from lighting itself here though, another, like I said, was only one aspect of the three that I was talking about. Now the other aspect, the actual just animation flow and kind of just a little bit of the chunkiness for certain segments themselves here. And where's a good one? Oh, yeah, this is also another good example of it. Like look at this like segment right here. So we see like this like little bit of chunk of animation right here.
Fred Bear's Diner, children's playground.
It's a little wonky there. Just make like rapid movements of the neck and all that just kind of look a little strange.
Last, finally thriving at last.
And like I see what they're trying to do here, kind of just hooking the hand here to the wall and kind of just moving the shoulders here, but it makes it look like it's like almost like a spaghetti noodle. Like you're just like you're just doing things like that instead of like having the actors just save themselves. You kind of just move a little bit more independently.
Thriving at last.
Yeah, it just looks like bro somehow glued his hand to the wall itself here and just started doing weird movements. Aside from that though, I said it's a little bit more of a consistent thing in throughout the type of stuff here. But like I said, overall, I don't really mind it. Like I said, just things like this makes it look more obvious. Yeah, it's just a little strange. Like, and overall, like I said, it's a very easy fix. They just gotta keep practicing. Like just kind of like each of the joints themselves there, and kind of just how to make them move in a really smooth manner. But overall, like I said, really just gotta let them learn the style stuff here, kind of just get experience and do these things right here. Make mistakes now so they don't make them in the future, kind of deal. Which overall, like I said, I like it. I like that they're learning. I like that they're practicing, and of course, I like that they're kind of just showcasing their progress. It's really cool and very brave and really cool. I like it. But aside from though, that's only the second factor itself here. Just the first like I said, lighting itself here, like a little bit of the actual movement associated, a little bit being a little more sloppy here, in terms of just how they kind of just try to make that smoothness in general, kind of adds a little bit more of a chunky nature to the animation stuff here. And now the third one, the actors just kind of models themselves doing like a little bit more wacky movements that kind of just almost looking a little strange, like for like segments like this. No, actually I think it's like right here, I think. Give me a second here. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Yeah. It looks a little strange there for the model stuff. They kind of just go like kind of just drag its whole body there instead of just moving the arm, the shoulder, and just the actual hook in place. Like I said, it just looks a little strange. It looks like bro is just jumping at you to give you your daily dose of bodily harm. And overall, it just looks a little silly. But overall, like I said, I don't really mind it. It's still really really funny, and overall creates sort of like a little more of a sense of comedy here, which I very much enjoyed. It's really cool and overall so good, so nice, and overall kind of just takes a little bit away from the actual well, it doesn't take too much from the actual video stuff, but it kind of just adds a certain element of like charm here, which I very much enjoyed. is really cool and overall very sick. But aside from the most for the most part here, the models themselves here were really well picked and really well utilized. The actual lighting and stuff here for a lot of the segments themselves here were really well shot, and overall, like I said, could only maybe use a few more tweaks here before it was absolutely perfect. And then of course the actual animation flow and animation style stuff here was overall super cool. No, super cool, super not really inconsistent, but maybe more like it is a little inconsistent for certain segments themselves here. There were some, parts of the animation stuff that were more slick and buttery and smooth. Some that are a little bit more chunky, kind of just, laggy there. And then, of course, like I said, it just kind of has a good balance here, which I very much enjoyed. I liked it. But like I said, it kind of just adds a few speed bumps there that overall, I feel like for certain people would, like, really kind of be like, yo, this is actually cringe and I hate it. But overall, for me, I see this as progress. I see this as progress for newer animators. And, of course, just, they're their practice, their kind of just way of learning, learning from their mistakes. You're kind of just learning how to do this program, how to just utilize it to the best of their abilities. And overall, I applaud them. They're really cool, and I like it a lot. But overall, like I said, just overall, the actual just animation stuff here, I don't really mind it. I don't really care too much, as long as they're getting it done, as long as they're learning, taking something away from the actual from each video itself here, and just kind of just learn to perfect their style itself here. I'm happy. Anyways, last thing right here, just the actual animation style itself here. It seems to be mostly consistent with the actual kind of just like I said, just kind of faster movements here, dramatic movements and all that. That kind of be a big thing here. Give me a second here. Anyways, as I was saying, just overall animation style stuff here seems to be more focused on like these like really well placed shots here. Maybe some more FNaF 3 kind of things that they got going on, like just models coming out of like arcade machines and stuff like that. Seems to stick with the actual just spring bonnie animatronic itself here, and of course a little bit more with Fredbear and all those kinds of like main things themselves here. But overall, I like it. I like it a lot, and it's overall very sick and very smooth and just so cool. Anyways, with that being said and done, though, that does kind of conclude my thoughts opinions on the edge stuff here. Like I said, please go check it out. Link down below and card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to get to the actual video that's out there. So please go check it out. And aside from that, another end card right here for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So please consider checking that as well. And like I said, yeah, consider watching. Like I said, it really just helped me a lot. Anyways, also go ahead and consider hitting the bell icon and of course subscribing, as it just helps us so much to the channel stuff here and just helps me a lot. So please go ahead and consider doing those two. And like I said, if you like what I was saying, if you want to see more of any future videos, like I said, bell icon, that's kind of what it's there for. If you want to get those notifications for those future videos, go ahead and consider hitting the bell icon. Aside from though, leave a comment down below detailing your thoughts on the stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, thought it was interesting, you didn't find it interesting at all. Like I said, and it could be anything. Even if it's just like a little like a hey, nice job animators, just things like that. Like spread positivity, and only in the comment section down below, but also for their comment section. Go show them some support. Go show them love. They put time and effort and just like their own blood and sweat into this. Like I said, please go support them. But without that being said, though, one last little detail I gotta ask you guys, or one little favor I gotta ask you guys. Please go ahead and please consider hitting the share button as well here. Like I said, it helps me out immensely in terms of kind of just spreading awareness for the channel stuff here and kind of just spreading the name out there. And while you don't really have to do any of the things I just said, like I said, it just helps me out immensely, and I would really, really appreciate it. So like I said, go ahead and at least consider doing one of those. Like I said, it just helps me a lot, and I really, really thank you guys for sticking around for the actual end of the video stuff here. So like I said, take care, stay safe. If you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sick, take plenty of medicine, and of course, get plenty of rest. Try to cover as fast, but also as smoothly as you can. And overall, have a great one, okay? Have a great day. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So like I said, have a great day. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and of course, like I said, show some love to the actual animators themselves here. They worked really hard and put a lot of effort into this. So and for you, I'll be seeing you boys in the next video tomorrow. So for now, ta-ta. I'm never saying that again. Okay, later, dudes. Bye-bye.